Hi everyone, today I thought it'd be fun to give you a little tour of an area of my Sylvanian village. So today let's have a look at the beach. So usually I do set up videos of different areas where I've changed them, but like this year I haven't really changed much as I'm really happy with how I've got it all set up at the moment. So I thought it'd be fun to have a look at each area and show you the sets that I've used and how I've set them up in each area. So let's go to the Seaside, the most summery and colourful area of my Sylvanian village. So here is my Sylvanian seaside area. There's loads going on. I tried to use animals that would live at the beach or just have summery coloured clothes, or would like the water, or would live somewhere hot. All those type of animals I've used in this setup, and I've tried to include lots of different things that you would usually see at the seaside. So for the sand, I use these textured mats that are meant to be for like model railway scenes, but they're also really good with Sylvanian, so I've got green ones in most of my Sylvanian village. So they're grass textured mats. And then this is the sand one. And then I've also got like some concrete slabs as well and paving, which I think is just printed off from the internet. So it's just paper that I've printed out. So let's have a look around the beach and the sets that I've used. So over here I've got a space where a food van can park. So I've got the ice cream van here with the polar bears. And then next to that is the toilet tent, because I've actually got a little campsite area where people can have tents on the beach. I normally have my campsite area over near the stream here, but then I decided to do like a misty forest scene here and then the Tommy school here. So I changed that and had my little campsite with the tents at the beach. And at the back here is the summer house, which is my mum's favourite set. It's a lovely blue colour, matches the blue summer sky. And then you can sit out on the roof. This part does come off the roof, so you can have it in front of the summer house, or to take up less space, I've put it on the roof. So my seaside is just next to the farm. And then that is a beach hut that I made with my mum when I was little from one of the Sylvanian Families magazines. And I painted it purple and pink. And then here we have a play area. So we've got the adventure treasure ship. I think that's what it's called. I think the giraffes look really nice because they look really summery and bright. And sea otter babies. And chihuahuas. And then there's an elephant in the swing. And then we have the seaside merry-go-round with the meerkat triplets and kangaroo twins. And this set is actually called the Seaside camping set. So it is perfect at the beach because they've got a little barbecue going on down here with fish that they've caught. And then here are the meerkat parents. And they've got a tent and a picnic. And then over here is the day at the seaside set with the farthing dogs, father and son. He's meant to be holding this newspaper, but I think he's fallen asleep and dropped it. They're having a picnic and building sandcastles. He's got a ring so he can go and have a swim. And there's a beach ball. And then next we've got the Chantilly cats. So the father comes with the barbecue set. And this table here. And the daughter comes with the camping set. And then the mother and baby from the new arrival set. And then our big house at the beach is, of course, the lighthouse. And we've got Cherry's Day at the Seaside here. I love the rubber ring that it comes with. And then we've got the sea otters. And an elephant. And the seal family. So the lighthouse is looking over the water, and at the bottom of the lighthouse I've put all these pebbles at the bottom that I just got from a garden centre, just like a jar of pebbles. I think they're meant to be used for terrariums, but they work well for Sylvanians as they're only little stones. And this stone is perfect as a step up to the lighthouse. And then we've got the pebbles going out into the sea. And then some more playthings over here. So we've got the whale. And sea otters. And the chihuahua mother. And that's actually a doll's house miniature deck chair. We do sell quite a few doll's house miniatures on our website, Amy's Animal Shop. And the beach ball down there. And then the meerkats. And then one of my favourite things ever has to be the hooker duck stool. So you turn this ball at the top and the ducks go round. I love this set so much. It's perfect for a village fete or to have at the beach, as there's always lots of different amusements at the seaside. And then over here I've got the Babblebrook bunnies with their seaside picnic set. My fence has fallen down here. But yeah, this is just, again, model railway fences. But good for Sylvanians. And then the stones here is just printed out off the computer. We've got the beach fun and games set, which comes with the surfboard, which I think is a really cool accessory. And then here are the new sea otters. And then here in the corner is the Secret Island Playhouse. So it has an underwater part at the bottom with all the rocks and fish. And I love to have Freya like that upside down, like she's diving. And then her friends are waiting to dive as well. I love his hoodie, it's so adorable. And then next to that, we've got a palm tree and a little island. That came with the Seaside cruiser houseboat. Which is here. With the Columbus rabbits, the Seabreeze family, and the corgis. And that's the Freya that came with the houseboat. And then here is where the sea goes into a river, just into a little stream. I think it's so cool. And then we've got Martha Mulberry at the back with her canoe. And then there's another food van. Here we've got fish and chips. And then another one of my favourite sets, the motorcycle and sidecar. And you can also get ice cream and candy floss from these two bikes. And from one of the accessory sets, I've got these hats and bags, and the hat that the Chihuahua mother's wearing, the camera that the Chihuahua boy has. They're all from like an accessories set, but they're perfect for a trip to the beach. I love this area so much. I think it's perfect for the summer. So other sets that I've used in this area before are the ice cream shop, which is down here, and the Seaside restaurant, which is over here, down there. So I've used those two sets before in that area, but as I wanted to have more smaller sets in the setup, I just took out the bigger buildings and then had the food vans instead, and all my little tents and all the more smaller sets. Rather than have two big things, I've used lots of smaller things. I just love how bright and colourful and summery everything in this area is. Always puts a smile on my face, especially in the winter when it's all cold and dark and miserable. I can come over here and look at my Sylvanian seaside, where it is always sunny. Let me know what your favourite sets are from this area in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!